Chair. May I start again by just referring members to my register of interest, which of course includes a number of pharmacy-related entries as a registered pharmacist, including my employment by pill time prior to being elected in this House. That out of the way, may I start by saying how genuinely thrilled I am to be here this evening. While this may seem like a very niche issue, indeed to many in this room, as a pharmacist for nearly 20 years, many of those spent in community pharmacy and latterly online pharmacy, I can tell you first-hand experience the difference this legislation will make to thousands of community pharmacies struggling across the country. And while I'm incredibly thankful for the government finally unfreezing the funding settlement after a near decade-long squeeze under the Conservative government, there remains great financial strain upon the sector and thus a clear need for modernisation to improve efficiencies. Innovation such as Hub and Spoke Model 1 is how we enable that modernisation and unlock the efficiencies needed to ensure community pharmacy has a future. Having worked in pharmacies for the past 2 decades, I know the difference implementing Hub and Spoke Model 1 could quickly make to my fellow pharmacists, not only in enabling greater efficiencies, but in creating the much-needed additional capacity to enable the delivery of Pharmacy First services. As we look to implementing the 3 big shifts, pharmacy has a clear role in delivering the preventative agenda, but it can only step up and fulfil this role if we give it the funding and capacity to do so. In late March, Minister Kinnock ensured that community pharmacy received the largest uplift in funding across the whole of the NHS. And today, those of us in the room can deliver hub and spoke dispensing and thus create that additional capacity. Having worked with innumerable stakeholders in the pharmacy sector to get this legislation moving again after its derailment last September, I can say with confidence there is widespread support within the community pharmacy sector for Hub and Spoke Model 1. Which will finally provide the beloved village pharmacy a level playing field with the larger chains that have been able to utilise these technologies for decades now. But the benefits of this model extend far beyond the efficiency savings, with robust evidence, as mentioned, of greater levels of patient safety by providing access to automation in the dispensing process. I want to thank the Minister for acting with great haste on this issue than many in the sector expected when the implementation of Hub and Spoke was indefinitely delayed last September. And while I apologise for the interminable stream of letters, conversations in the corridors and questions I have since sent his way, I'm afraid I still have one more point which I would appreciate clarification on. As I understand it, the VAT status of Hub and Spoke services is still yet to be explained. Could I ask the Minister to elaborate on what exactly the VAT status will be for any fees or charges between Hub and Spoke? From my understanding, this is currently treated as zero rated, and there exists some uncertainty within the sector over whether this would still apply under Model 1, and if not, what the elements might be subjected to VAT and at a higher rate.